Hello everyone, welcome, new video here. Today we are going to go for Sosiel's build. Let's see, here he is. Alright, we get him at the start of Act 2. We don't have much choice and we stay with Cleric anyway, so yeah. I can't pick here Boon Companion because we don't have access to the first Mythic level. So I will take it at level 9, but you're supposed to pick Boon Companion here. We are going to go for Outflank first. Where it is here. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Just like that. Then we can take our first Mythic. It's because it's in inevitable excess. I don't have a choice, but when you play the main campaign you don't have to do that. So we take as first Mythic level Animal Domain. Yeah, we want to have Sosiel riding his Animal Companion to not be exposed to too much attacks. So we are going with Riding Dog. There's no other really good choice. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking because he already has good natural armor and good dexterity, so he has very good AC. He's a good tank, and then he's very strong at tripping enemies. I mean, it's so strong, really. If you look at this one, for example, you get only one more than the dog, but you lose on dexterity, so it evens out. I think that the boar and the riding dog have the same AC, almost, should be. So yeah. Maybe the boar has slightly better, but I mean, it's so strong. Alright, level 8. We are going to put all our points into wisdom, except the last, it's going into charisma, and I'm going to explain why we put it in charisma. So he's going to do the Lnature checks here, so we put all our points into it. Mythic rank 2. That is when we take Impossible Domain. We want community. I think it's very important for when we do. We are going to do Ancient Sarkorian Ghost. We need community basically. Then it can help in when we do some Drazen boss fights. I mean, it's always good anyway. And I really like the fact that we get some extra heals here that removes fatigue. I mean, it's really strong. Level 9. We put our point into nature. Yeah. Boon Companion. Again, you're supposed to take Boon Companion here and Outflank here, but when we do those builds in inevitable excess, don't have a choice. So there you go. Alright. Alright. Level 10, we are in Dresden. We can start doing a perception here. Wait a second, do we really need perception that high? I guess we can avoid that. It's alright. No, Mythic rank 3. So we are going for nobility here. I mean, most of the domain that we pick, we can use them before a fight, and it's fine. Like, it's not like this one, for example. It lasts for half your level in class, so it's very strong. Inside bonus to attack, AC. Inside bonus to AC is very rare, and skill checks too, so yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, we take that. So 11. Yeah, 11. We want Lunge. We are going to use glaives. There's not other very good choice here except glaives. So with Lunge it's nice because our touch here domain will be we will be able to use it from a little bit better range. So yeah. And assuming the pet is enlarged and Sosiel is enlarged, it's even better range. Here we take where is it? Mythical Beast. The pet that we have will be tanking with also Scylla, so this pet need to have a lot of dexterity to be able to tank, and also we get some extra nice stuff with it, like ignore, damage reduction, ghost touch, so some nice stuff. Alright. Basically Sosiel and Scylla are frontline always. Wisdom. Okay. Now we start going into Dispel Focus. Yeah, at this point of the game, he's going to be the dispeller of the team. Yeah. So that we start here at level 13, so at 15 we can have a +4 when we fight Playful Darkness. So here, when we have to fight Playful Darkness, we get a nice +4 to Dispel. Just like that. Alright, here I would go Domain Zealot. We want to be able to buff people with Touch of Good or Bit of Luck, and also do a full attack or do a dispel or using a spell. So it really helps with our action economy. Also, if there's a big fight that is a surprise surprise round, an ambush. You can swift action, guarded half. It's very strong because usually it's a full round action, so it really helps with the action economy. But you could also pick ever ready sooner, so that's up to you. I really like this one, so picking it earlier. Wisdom here, and at 20 we will put in charisma. Alright, yeah, 17 first. Yeah, I'm using the level progression, assuming you do all the content, which I always do pretty much. Yeah. 17 initiative. We are lacking initiative, but we are going to talk about it in the gear section. Mythic rank 6. Improve initiative here. Alright. 18. Alright, 19. What do we have last? Obviously, as you know, when we have our last feat, it's going to be blind fight for the last boss. It's quite important. Level 7, so if you didn't pick ever ready here, you can pick ever ready here, or Domain Zealot, those two. So here, level 8 is right after 7 in the game. We take extra mythic, Master Shapeshifter. We have access to frightful aspect or something like that, and it's just like legendary proportion, except that it triggers Master Shapeshifter, so it's really good. 20, like I said, we put our last point into charisma, and I'm going to show you why in the gear section. Here I like to take last stand. Just so that this is Act 5 basically. There's not much more that we could pick that's useful. We could pick Madness Domain, but I feel like it's not necessary. I mean, with what we have, it should be more than enough to hit anything. So yeah, but you could pick Madness Domain. You could pick Last Stand. Even Mythic Charge is alright. So yeah, that's up to you. I'm going to pick Last Stand here. Okay, last one. I like to pick just School Mastery Abjuration. It gives a +1 level to Dispel Attempt. So with the 4 level that we get in our main class, that's +5. We only have the last boss basically, and last boss has a lot of buffs, so having more level means we can dispel more buffs, and our chance to dispel it are better, so yeah, that's what I take. We are going to do the dog level here. It's the same as all kind of dogs build that I do, so yeah, no surprise here. Dodge. Let's go. 3, so we put at least 3 points into mobility for the fighting defensively. Blind fight early, very good. Even if we don't get this pet early. Oh, one thing, since we get this pet in Act 2, we can give it a headband, intelligence. So yeah, we get Sosiel in Act 2, so we can buy bookworm. Oh yeah, bookworm headband. I don't. Yeah, bookworm's headband. All right, you can buy this one at the start. It's extremely good. Anyway, you should always buy. Why is it? Am I blind or something? Ah, it's here. And then you get your bonus to intelligence, and you don't have to put points into it. So we can put points into. I like to go dexterity because it's a tanking pet. Is going to be in the front line, so. And he's going to have to take hits, so might as well have better AC. Again, we after level 3 we go perception and just use magic device. He can always use scroll later, so that's what we do. Then we take improve unarmed strike to go into crane style. That's when we take crane style at this point. Dexterity 4 point and then 1 last point into constitution at the end. Yeah. Here we take outflank, which is nice because Sosiel gets outflank at level 9 too, so since they are both together, they will get it at the exact same level. Yeah. So at this level, yeah, I would probably take Fury's Fall just to have that dexterity that we boost go into the trip attempt, and it's going to be quite huge. So yeah, still 2 level for dexterity, and I mean 2 points. Yeah, so at this point I like to go for Combat Reflexes. Since we trip, since there's flank, if there's a crit, we need to be able to, with our pet, to react to it. So benefit from a ton of extra chance to hit here with attacks of opportunity. Uh, 15, I like to go for crit usually. So when we crit, we can trigger outflank more easily, and also when we get attacks of opportunity, we can just do more damage. That's going to be the last point in dexterity. What do we pick again here? Oh yeah, I forgot power attack, but yeah, power attack. And last is going to be Toughness. Again, it's some sort of tank pet, so it needs to survive hits. So yeah. Last point in Constitution. So we should get half decent HP. So that's the pet here. Alright, let's talk about gear. I will start with the weapons. Right at the start of Act 2, your main character should start using Fauchard, start using Finnean, basically, and give his glaives to Sosiel. So Sosiel can use Marching Terror here, or there's another one. Don't remember the name. Darkhorn. Yeah, that's the one. You have those two that you can use. I would probably always use Marching Terror because of the fear. It's really good. It's AoE fear, so it's so good anyway. This does more damage if you have a ton of attacks, but Sosiel doesn't have a crazy base attack bonus. Yeah. So, well, that's the earlier version. All of those you can get in Act 1. This one very early in Shield Maze, and this one in Market Square. Later on you can get Soul Shear here from Staunton. The original Soul Shear that you get when you kill Staunton. It looks like something like this. Yeah. So it looks like this, and you can through Crusade event turn it into I think 2 different kind of weapon, and I quite like this one. Gives +3 to all saves of your mounts and CMD defense, so that's some extra save for pets, and it's very much welcome. So yeah, I really like this one. Yeah, I don't know, you could keep this one if you wanted to. It just summons a demon to help you fight enemies when you kill with it. So yeah, it's okay. It's up to you. Since we are using a mount, I would prefer go with this, because any control on the mount, Sosiel is going to drop on the ground. So yeah, I prefer to have a very tanky mount and very big save mount. So anyway, later on in the game you can have Mutilated Angel. That's in Midnight Isle DLC. I guess that's Act 5. Yeah, that's the last eyes that you have to do. This is very good, and this is why we have uneven charisma here. It's because when we equip, we lose charisma 3 to charisma ability, But since we uneven, we only lose one modifier overall, so it's not a big loss. So yeah, you can use that. In Act 5 it's the strongest by far. Plus 5 to attack when you attack evil creature. Extra damage does inflict penalty to AC for every hit. -1 stacks to -5. It's very strong, so yeah. And it looks cool also, so yeah. Act 5 Midnight Isle DLC. Let's talk about the rest of the gear. Helmet. Well, we like to go with the cat's boots and owl skull here. Well, it's not for any kind of damage to natural attacks or circumstance bonus to AC. It gives good wisdom, but it gives also a lot of dexterity, and it gives a ton of initiative also. And we are kind of starved for initiative from Sosiel if we don't have those kind of items. So yeah, really like those two on him, and there's not really anyone else that you could use to the same effect, so yeah. Goggles of pure sight, since he's the Dispel magic caster for the boss, so yeah, you can roll 20 on the next Dispel magic. Caster level checks doesn't matter. Actually, you could just use the goggles here and give it to someone else if they need it to get the caster level check. So yeah, up to you. Cape. I really like this one on the mounted build, because you can later on, it gives a bunch of immunities that are very good anyway, so it gives better and better resistance bonus to save, which we want that on our character. And also we can teleport as a swift action later in the game, once per round. It's very good. If you have a mount, you can... previously you could even move around and not trigger attacks of opportunity because of the cat's boots. On a mount it's very good to have that. You can go in the middle of a pack and go through and attack a caster behind or an archer. So yeah, very good. Earlier you can probably use that. I don't know if we will give it to main character, because I think that main character can eat without. I mean, we have full base attack bonus, we have divine weapon bond, so I think main character will be able to hit anyway. So that's an earlier option to be able to hit enemies. So yeah. Rings, I like to give Ring of Triumphant Advance on him. For a good reason. It's because he has the lowest attack. When we do attacks of opportunity, I want him to be able to hit stuff. You get this, I think it's Act 4 Midnight Isle DLC or Act 5. don't remember exactly which one it is, but it's one of those. I mean, her, we can buff her more, so yeah. I think it's alright on him. Second ring, I like to use Ring of Guiding Star again, +4 to initiative, and it grants damage to companion when you hit undamaged enemy. So yeah. What's nice here is that you can have it in Act 3 instead of Act 5 because we are going Angel. So we get this very early. So that's really nice. Yeah, there's other rings that you can use. Maybe some luck, ring of luck for extra saves. Yeah, you can use that earlier. Just +1 luck bonus to saves. I mean, it's something. Bracers. I tried those and they don't work on the if your mount dies or take a hit and goes to 0. The riders fall on the ground and is knocked prone, but it doesn't work with the bracer. Which is supposed to make you make a fortitude save, and if you're successful you are not prone. So I mean, that's too bad, but at least it gives you this if you get hit by a tsunami or something like that. You can still get up and not because he has somewhat weak reflex save. So yeah, you can always use some kind of crit bracers. There's a bunch of crit bracers in this game. This one make the enemy pass a fortitude save and put a random condition here. If they fail, those two are good. So yeah. Amulet, so half of the pair for most of the time with your animal companion. Give +2 circumstance bonus on attack and +2 circumstance bonus to AC. AC, you don't care about him on for AC, but for the animal companion, it's very good. What else? Later, when maybe you don't care as much about AC because your animal companion will be very well geared. Wind Breath. Again, more initiative means it's just better. That's it. So yeah. Alright. The chest armor, we take whatever we can early on. Later on, actually I can show you Web Strider, I guess. Yeah, that's the earlier version that you can use. Right. No. You can use that earlier, +2 moral bonus to dexterity. It helps with the reflex save, it helps with the initiative, so very nice. Later, that's Act 3. You can have that as a Crusade Relics. Later on, you can use this one, +4 profane bonus to dexterity, immunity to acid, alright, it's decent. Yeah, so this gives you +2 to modifier of to dexterity, so again more reflex save and more initiative. Alright. Robes. We are going to use this one. It's mainly for the caster level. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you, yeah, that's Act 4 Midnight Eye DLC. By the way, snake skin. This one, Act 4 or 5, I don't remember exactly, but it's Midnight Eye DLC, that I'm sure. Or we want this one for the +3 to caster level. We don't care about DC. We don't care about caster level checks to overcome spell resistance. It's really for the caster level, for when we use some Dispel Magic later. So yeah, early on you can use anything else you want. Belt, any kind of physical belt early. Then in Act 4 you can buy this one, which gives +6 to strength, and every enemy in range 15-foot aura take -2 to will save. We will have Diehard do Magic Deceiver build that I have already published in the Demon team build. This is buffed with spells basically, and it gives strength for us to attack. Alright. Gloves, yet again when we have an animal companion, I quite like this one. +6 to strength. Yeah. There's a downside, always the same, it's that the animal companion has to pass a will save at the start of the fight, and if they fail you lose control, so that's very bad. But again, if you really want to pass the save, you use Amber, Fortune X on the animal companion. Scylla will use Rage before the fight, which gives Clear Mind, and then, I mean, you can always maybe lock Domain just before the fight if you really want to not have an issue with those gloves, but yeah, it should be fine. The companion should make the save. Boots again works with the Owl Skull for initiative. Don't trigger attacks of opportunity when we go through enemies. Very good. Dexterity, yeah, initiative, excellent boots. Belt item, you can use any kind of meta magic or scrolls. It will be healer also, so when you get some healer mass scrolls, you can use it with him. Also Pearl of Power. As you might have noticed, we don't use Abundant Casting, so yeah, we have a limited number of spells per day. Diehard will be able to refresh that through Chronomancy, but also we kinda want to use Spell of Power here for Sosiel. So if you can find some, do not hesitate to do so. We have some very good spell in limited amount, so yeah. If you get a good level 6 Pearl of Power, you can use many Dispel Magic also, True Seeing and all that stuff. So yeah. Animal Companion gear Yeah, the same thing as usual. Belt. When you start Act 2, you can get this one. War Kit of Siren Ray, +2 natural armor, bonus to AC. Yeah, if this animal companion is supposed to tank, you need some good gear to be able to do so. So yeah, you can give that to Scylla if you prefer Scylla to have it. Otherwise, any good physical belt. Later on, you have this one. +3 to moral bonus to AC and +8 circumstance bonus to AC for the first round, so yeah, very good. Helmet, earlier bookworm Edmond, so your will save are very low to avoid any kind of nasty will save that you have to do. Basically, it makes you immune to all enchantment schools because of immunity to compulsion. So yeah, it's nice. Later on, Shy Lily helmet. More strength, more AC. Very good. Cloak, any good cloak of resistance, basically. If you have better, just use better. Amulet, we have half of the pair when you use it with the Sosiel. Later on, when you feel like you don't need that to be able to tank, just use a good Amulet of Mighty Fist. Bracers, we want the best bracers of armor. There are some that you could use. What's the name? Bracer. I think it's Slaughter, yeah. Yeah, put 2 for some reason here. Remove 1. Yeah, so those ones gives you +10 to armor and attack. So it says weapon attack, but I don't know if it works with natural armor, natural attack. So it should. Up to you. You can use it on others, but since +10 to bracers to armor is very rare, yeah, you can use it on the dog. So you get this in Lance of Mask DLC. I guess it's in the arena. So yeah. Then there's like gloves. You can use pad. Cobra pad. No. This one. Or this one. Or any kind of pads. I mean, those that can be used on Animal Companion. This one you get it quite early, I think, in Act 1. Those you get very much later, but yeah, you can use different kind. So I guess that's it for the build. There it is. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one.